So at the Porsche Museum at any given time, they have about 100 cars on display. But Porsche actually has about 1,000 cars worldwide that they're responsible for. So where do you keep them all? We're at an undisclosed location where we're going to share with you some very special cars. Be sure to log into your YouTube account, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. Best of all, it's free to do so. So here we are inside the storage facility. How do you even do it? I have about 500 or so 1/18 scale cars that I can't manage to move around and know where they are. You're responsible for over 1,000 Porsches.
Close to 1,000, so it's close to 800 cars in total right now. Yeah, but it's somehow related to take care of your model scale cars and take care of real cars. I think the most important thing is to know where the cars are and who is right now working or driving the cars. But for the last 12 years, we did a quite good job, so we did not lose any cars.
Well, speaking of losing things, we talked earlier about how when you first came into this position, car movements of putting the cars out there for the world to see, 100, 150 or so movements in a year. How many movements are you seeing in a year now?
So we are counting around about 3,000 car movements a year, which means bring the cars forth and back, load, unload, etc. Because we need to check the cars after they return or prepare them for the next events. And yeah, in total it's around about 340 events that we support with cars, so the car needs to be checked intensively. So yeah, it's a way through the workshops, it's a way to cooperate very closely with the logistics, but it worked well.
So for all of you that have gone to Porsche events, say Works Reunion, Rennsport, and you've seen historical cars that have come from Germany to your local event, it's Alexander and his team that's making that happen. And they're the caretakers of getting them out, getting them back, refurbishing them if something happens to them while they're out, and then back on the shelf until the next event. So we don't have too much time today, but I did want to get your 5 favorite that are in the facility today.
Quite hard question, openly spoken, but in a range of close to 800 cars, you have for sure some personal favorite cars, and I think it's a quite nice mixture of different Porsche cars, and I would name a 356 American Roadster, which is a very cool car, the 17th of 17 ever built cars, with which I have a nice memory when we have been to Sonoma racetrack, and I drove the car there, one of these cars. Number 2, a race car, 961, so the 959 race car, Le Mans race car. I was happy to drive that car as well in the USA, only 500 meters at the...
Still though, it makes a difference, you got to drive it.
Yeah, I got to drive it at Laguna Seca racetrack. That was very cool, very impressive. Then a very individual car, 911 Turbo Flat Nose Cabriolet.
Ooh,
very
we saw
cool
that earlier,
car. I would name as well, let me see, I've seen a car here in that line.
There's so many of them. My eyes can't focus, there's so many.
Very special car, a 944, which did a world tour, or even more, and covered the distance from the Earth to the moon, Project Luna. That's
also tied to your family somehow.
That's a quite nice link to my daughter. She's named Luna as well, not due to the car, but the story is very cool. And Luna means moon, so she's a moon daughter. And the 5th car, let me think about that. I would name...
I'm looking over there, a 993, that looks pretty special.
That's it.
Yeah.
993, the last car Ferry Porsche drove, a quite close to untouched car with a very, very nice story behind. That's one of my favorites.
Well, there you have it, a real quick 5 favorites in an undisclosed location. And there's about how many cars in this property?
Many cars are out working for PR and marketing purposes, but we can store up to 350 cars here in this building.
Wow, so 300 some, so there's some out and about, and there are other secret locations that we don't know about, but we're really appreciative Alexander, for letting us have a little peek behind and lifting up all of these covers just to see all the special cars that you take care of. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Let's have the tour to the car.
Yeah.